I don't mess with people like that. No more. You want to be insecure? Okay, you be insecure. You want to blame me for your insecurity? Okay, blame me for your insecurity. I'm not going to have any participation in any of that. That's toxic. And I will not coddle your toxicity. I have my own toxicity to address. I have my own. Ooh. Is it the mean you that I reminded you of? Or is it the you that's not willing to compromise who you are and shut yourself down in order to accommodate people's toxicity? Because for a long time, I thought I was mean. I can be. I absolutely can be. All of us can be. We all have the capability. And I recognize now, like when I get mean, that's the part of me that loves me so much that it's not willing to start another cycle of WTF, why are you treating me this way? Because I don't deserve that. So if you have to have a perception of me being a mean person, if that perception, distorted as it is what's going to prevent you from carrying through with your toxic intentions towards me, then baby boo, I'm a mean ass motherfucker. I'm a mean motherfucker. Yes, I am mean AF. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that's not directed at you, Golden Apple. I'm just saying, I've gotten to the point where now I know where certain pathways will take me down in my life, my interactions with people. And there are certain avenues that are just there. They are one-way streets. I'm not going down that way. No, those are one-way streets. And I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I will only choose to be in interactions that are reciprocal. Okay? Now, if you approach me and I'm not reciprocating what you want, does that mean I have to be nasty? No, it doesn't. But do I have a right to begin making assumptions that are not based in anything outside of just like an avoidance? I need to avoid. No, that's not right as well. Okay. We have to allow ourselves to kind of have at least maybe one interaction so we can assess, like, is this healthy for me? Is this another of those toxic cycles? Is this something that, it's different? Maybe I knew it before, but it's different now. It's something else. See, here's the thing. For some situations, there are people involved, and one person will grow and the other people involved will not. Okay. And then there are other situations where there's a separation that occurs, right? A fracturing. And because of the pain of that, it triggers a process that causes both components to begin the process of learning. That trauma-induced accretion is one hell of a mofo. That's a trauma-induced accretion. What does that mean? I don't know if you'll find anything online because, I coined that term. Trauma-induced accretion, as defined by me, is when life circumstance, emotions, and adversity or trauma is used to trigger an etheric process. This etheric process is very similar to that of an adrenaline rush. But instead of your endocrine system being involved and you like pumping out all of these hormones and whatnot and giving you that adrenaline rush, it's you surging a lot of frequency, hydroplasmic frequency, that liquid light juju. Okay, so you're starting to surge all of that, and depending on what your situation is before this starts, it can push through any blockages and barriers that exist. Sometimes if you're already doing the work to balance yourself, that trauma-induced accretion can be the very thing that punches through the molecular compaction, that miasmic distortion that leads to and amplifies molecular compaction, the root causation of your aging and deterioration. So, what am I trying to get at? Leave that shit behind, baby boo. Just leave it. Leave it there on the floor. Someone else will pick it up. It's like we're in daycare right now. And if you don't want to play with that toy, you don't have to carry it around with you. That sounds... Oh. But seriously, like, I have so many kids, and I used to always take them to like the mommy and me classes, the mommy and me like gyms, and you know, I'm totally like, I'm a mom before anything else. And that was one of the things, like sometimes my kids would play with toys and they felt like they would have to carry it around, and it's like, honey, it doesn't belong to you. You leave it right there, or you put it back on the shelf where it belongs, leave it in the area where it belongs, and then allow someone else to enjoy that. Okay? You don't have to own everything in order to keep that happy moment with you. And that's another thing about relationships, whether they're familial, platonic, or romantic. Just because things are falling apart right now for whoever is having connections fall apart, that does not negate the good times you've spent together. It doesn't negate it. But on the flip side of things, the good times, the good history that you share does not now obligate you to continue down a toxic road. I feel like whoever's here and listening to this, it's almost this sense of, you already know what this is. You already know it's time. It's time to let go. It's time to move forward. It's time to just allow yourself to continue living again, to go back to this place of being actually alive instead of just, you know, suspended in cycles, cyclical cycles of honeymoon, arguing. Like, I could not stay in a relationship, no matter what kind, if those were the cycles. I can't do that. I have to witness your growth. I have to witness how your presence, even your struggles, continues to grow me. If you're not going to grow me and all we do is argue and make up, I'm gonna have to love you from afar. I'm gonna have to go. I can't be in that. There is too much life inside me to ever be okay with agreeing to not fully live. There's just too much life inside me. And one of the things that I think about every once in a while, I don't want to one day wake up and be at an age where I find myself unable to take care of myself, unable to do what I need to do for my health and my happiness. And all that's left from that point forward in my life is to lay in bed and think of all the things I regret not doing, not experiencing, the places that I regret not having ever visited. I don't want to live like that. And I don't want to die like that either. If I'm going to live a long life, it's going to be a long life that's been lived. If I'm going to live a short life, it's going to be a short life that packed in that short period as much life as I possibly could. And if the environment I'm in is not conducive, supportive to living a full life, And that doesn't mean I have to go to all of these resorts and have these and try those drugs and yada, yada, yada. No, it means me feeling alive in that moment. And also me having periods where maybe I don't feel so vibrant. There was a song that my husband used to play when we first started dating. Vibrant thing. I want to be vibrant and vibrant. And I want my life to be defined by me. I want my definition of living to be the definition that's used whenever I feel the need to assess, am I really alive? I don't want my fears or insecurities to be the very thing that determines how unalive I feel.